Hey everyone, welcome back to BS Coins World. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic that could have a big impact on your coin collection. We're talking about the 1985 D Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth way more than its face value. Some collectors have paid a lot of money for these pennies in top condition or with certain unique qualities. So, if you've got a few 1985 D pennies lying around, it might be time to check them out closely. Let's go over what to look for and what makes some of these pennies so valuable. The 1985 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark on the front of the coin just below the date. Like all Lincoln Memorial pennies, this one features President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. In 1985, over 5 billion of these pennies were produced, making them a very common coin. So, how could such a common coin be valuable? Well, the value comes from two key factors: condition and errors. First, let's talk about condition. Like any collectible, coins are worth more when they're in top condition. For coins, this is called mint state or MS, and the scale ranges from MS 60 all the way up to MS 70. An MS 70 penny would be a perfect coin, with no scratches, wear, or blemishes. 1985 D pennies in high grades, especially MS 67 and above, are rare because most pennies get scratched or worn over time. If you find a 1985 D penny in MS 67 or MS 68 condition, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to a serious collector. Only a few of these high-grade coins are known to exist, and they're highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's move on to coin errors. This is where things can get really exciting. Some 1985 D pennies are worth a lot because of unique minting errors. These errors can happen when something goes wrong in the minting process, making the coin look different from others in circulation. There are a few types of errors to look for on the 1985 D penny. One of the most valuable errors is a double die error. This happens when the design on the coin is stamped twice, making certain parts of the design look doubled. Check areas like the date, mint mark, and the words Liberty, and in God we trust, for signs of doubling. If you find a penny with clear doubling, it could be worth a significant amount of money, especially if it's in good condition. Another error to look for is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not aligned properly in the minting press, so the design appears shifted to one side. Off-center pennies are rare, and the more off-center the design is, the more valuable the coin can be. A 1985 D penny with an off-center strike can be worth several $100s, depending on the degree of the error and the coin's condition. Lastly, look out for clipped planchets. This is when a part of the coin is missing due to a problem during the blanking process, where coin blanks are cut out from metal sheets. A penny with a noticeable clip can also be worth more than face value, especially if it's a significant clip. If you're checking your change or going through a coin collection, it's essential to have the right tools. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe will help you see the details more clearly, especially for spotting doubling or small clips. Another useful tool is a coin grading book or an app that helps you assess a coin's condition. It's also worth considering having high-quality coins graded by a professional grading service. Graded coins with certification from services like PCGS or NGC are generally more trusted by buyers and can fetch a higher price in the marketplace. Once you've identified any potential errors, or if you think your coin is in exceptional condition, check recent auction sales to get an idea of its value. Sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions can give you an idea of what collectors are paying for similar coins right now. Value in market $1 million. So, there you have it. The 1985 D Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent coin. With the right condition or the right kind of error, this penny could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Whether you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys searching for treasures, checking your pennies could pay off. If you enjoyed this video and want more content about valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we've got a particularly intriguing coin to discuss. It's the 1997 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, one that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million on the market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million for a single penny. So what makes this coin so valuable? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1997 Lincoln penny was produced by the United States Mint in large numbers. You might even have one lying around in your house or stashed in a jar. But not every 1997 penny is valuable. It's the ones with the D Mint mark that we're focusing on today. The D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular coin was struck. So, what exactly makes the 1997 D penny so special? It all comes down to certain rare errors and unique characteristics that collectors look for. These unique attributes can make a huge difference in the value of a coin. For the 1997 D penny, collectors are on the lookout for several distinct markers. One of the key features that can increase a penny's value is known as a mint error. In the case of the 1997 D penny, one specific error has collectors talking and spending big money. This error is related to the coin's doubling, also known as a double die error. Basically, what happens here is that during the minting process, the image on the coin gets stamped twice, causing certain features like the date or the lettering to look doubled. This kind of error is rare, and collectors go absolutely wild for it. Another important factor is the coin's condition. This might sound obvious, but it can't be overstated. A coin that's been well preserved is going to be worth more than one that's scratched, corroded, or heavily worn. In the world of coin grading, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If you have a 1997 D penny with no visible wear and tear, sharp details, and that double die error, you could be looking at a very valuable piece. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies. The best way to find out is to take a closer look at the coin, ideally with a magnifying glass or microscope. Pay attention to the date, the letters in Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust" on the coin. If you notice any doubling in these areas, it's a strong indicator that you might have a valuable coin on your hands. So, why is a coin like this worth so much money? The answer lies in supply and demand. There are thousands of coin collectors out there, many of whom specialize in rare and unique pennies. When a coin is rare, and there are only a few known examples with certain features, collectors will pay a premium for it. The combination of rarity, historical interest, and minting errors makes these coins highly sought after and, in some cases, worth millions. Before you rush off to sell your coin, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, make sure you get it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable grading service. This will give potential buyers confidence in the coin's value and authenticity. Companies like PCGS and NGC are well known in the coin collecting community for their rigorous grading standards. Getting your coin graded will also give you a better idea of what it's truly worth. Finally, if you do have one of these rare pennies, consider selling it through a well-established auction house. This can help you reach serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for unique coins. Auction houses can provide you with expert advice on how to market and sell your coin, and they often have connections with high-profile collectors who are always on the lookout for rare finds. So, there you have it. A 1997 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune, but only if it has those specific characteristics collectors are after. Take a look through your spare change. You might just strike gold with a penny worth $1 million. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins and collectibles. We're going to dive into an exciting topic for collectors and penny enthusiasts alike. We'll explore a seemingly ordinary 2001 Lincoln penny. Yes, the one with no mint mark that has been stirring up interest in the coin collecting world. Could this coin be worth a fortune? And could it actually be valued at $1.20 million? The first thing to know is that most 2001 pennies were minted in either Philadelphia or Denver. The coins made in Philadelphia generally have no mint mark, which is normal for Lincoln pennies from that mint. This can be confusing if you're new to coin collecting because other U.S. coins often have a mint mark even from Philadelphia. So, a no mint mark 2001 Lincoln penny by itself isn't necessarily rare. But certain features and conditions can make this penny highly valuable. Let's break down what that means. First, collectors look at the quality of the coin. When a coin is in perfect or near-perfect condition, it can be graded as MS-70 by professional grading services. MS-70 is a flawless coin, with no scratches or imperfections visible under 5x magnification. If you have a 2001 Lincoln penny in such top-notch condition, it could be quite valuable. While the chances of finding a circulating penny in MS-70 condition are slim, they do exist. And because they're rare, these high-quality coins can attract substantial interest. Second, unique errors can significantly boost a coin's value. For instance, errors such as misaligned strikes, double dies, or off-center strikes can make a penny stand out to collectors. A double die error is when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable duplication effect. A significant double die error on a 2001 Lincoln penny could be extremely rare and valuable. Collectors pay premiums for these unique finds, especially when they are combined with excellent preservation. What else makes a 2001 penny worth big money? Another factor to consider is demand. Just like with any collectible item, rarity and demand drive up a coin's value. Some collectors are passionate about collecting every error or variation of a specific coin, like the Lincoln penny. When many collectors are vying for one particular error coin or one particular mint year, prices can soar at auctions. Now, let's address that $1.2 million number. While it's true that rare coins in general can sell for millions, it's important to note that no documented sale of a 2001 Lincoln penny has reached this level. However, certain conditions, like a perfect MS-70 grade combined with a significant error, could theoretically bring a very high auction price. When collectors see even a remote possibility of a big payout, the market buzzes with excitement. But to clarify, it would take a very unique and perhaps one-of-a-kind error to drive a 2001 penny's value anywhere near that level. To sum up, a regular 2001 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is, by itself, not an ultra-rare item. However, if it has unique errors or is in pristine condition, its value can definitely increase significantly. And who knows? If you find that rare 2001 penny in your change jar, it could be worth more than you'd expect, especially if collectors are keen to add it to their collections. So, if you're curious about finding one of these potential treasures, start by examining your pennies. Look for any unusual marks or features. A coin magnifier can help spot minor details that are easy to miss. You never know, you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. We're diving into one of the most fascinating topics for coin collectors and enthusiasts: the 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and the shocking prices these coins can reach in today's market. Believe it or not, some of these pennies are reported to be worth up to $1.3 million. So let's get into why these pennies are so valuable, what to look for if you think you might have one, and how you can assess its true worth. Now, to start off, let's clarify what makes a no-mint mark coin unique. Typically, coins minted in Philadelphia before 2017 didn't have a mint mark. So if you see a penny from 1987 with no mint mark, that in itself doesn't automatically make it a rare or high-value coin. But there are some very specific factors that can make this penny extraordinarily valuable, and that's where we'll focus today. First up is condition. Like all collectible coins, the condition is key. Coins that are still in mint condition or near perfect shape can command much higher prices than those that are worn or scratched. The grading scale used by coin experts can help determine how much a coin is worth, and for a 1987 no-mint mark penny to be valued in the $1 million range, it would need to be at the very top end of the grading scale. Look for pennies with very sharp details, minimal to no scratches, and a bright, even color that shows little to no discoloration. Next, let's talk about errors and anomalies. Error coins are a big deal in the world of coin collecting, and that's no different for the 1987 Lincoln penny. These errors could include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Some errors, such as a double die error, can make a coin significantly more valuable. So, if you have a 1987 penny, look closely to see if there are any unusual markings or features, especially around areas like the lettering or Lincoln's portrait. Error pennies are particularly popular among collectors because they're rare, and this rarity can drive prices through the roof. Another factor to consider is provenance or the coin's history. If a coin has a documented history or has been verified by a reputable grading company, this can add significant value. For instance, if a 1987 penny was verified as a rare error coin by one of the top grading services like PCGS or NGC, it's more likely to attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, avoid handling it too much and store it safely to prevent any additional wear. Then, consider taking it to a professional coin dealer or getting it graded. Having a grading expert certification can make a big difference in the price you could fetch for your coin, especially if it's indeed a rare variety or error coin. The final question is, why are people willing to pay so much for a 1987 no-mint mark penny? It's all about rarity and demand. As with any collectible, the rarer and more unique an item is, the more valuable it becomes. And because the Lincoln penny is such an iconic coin, collectors are willing to pay a premium for anything unusual, especially if it's in great condition or has a distinctive error. So, there you have it. While not every 1987 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth a fortune, certain rare and high-quality examples can indeed be worth an astonishing amount. If you're a collector, or just curious, it's definitely worth taking a look at your loose change. Who knows? You might just have a penny worth $1 million sitting right in your pocket. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and talking about a rare coin that has collectors buzzing, the 1970 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, some of these coins are fetching up to $1.4 million on the market. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a penny. Now, what makes this penny so special? Well, it's all about a particular variety and a rare minting error that happened at the Denver Mint. In 1970, the United States Mint in Denver accidentally produced a small number of pennies with a double die error. For those unfamiliar, a double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice, causing some of the details to appear doubled. This doubling is usually seen on the date, mint mark, and sometimes even the lettering on the coin. It's a pretty rare error and makes these coins incredibly valuable to collectors. So, how can you spot a valuable 1970 penny? The first thing you'll want to look for is that double die. Get a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and examine the date closely. If you see a noticeable doubling on the numbers, you might have a winner. Another tip is to look for doubling on the lettering around the edge of the coin or the D mint mark. If you find doubling in any of these areas, it's definitely worth investigating further. Another factor that drives up the value of this penny is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, uncirculated condition. Obviously, the closer your coin is to 70, the more valuable it will be. Coins in perfect or nearly perfect condition are the ones fetching those million-dollar price tags at auction. So, if you happen to find one of these pennies and it's in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's talk a bit about why these rare coins are so valuable to collectors. For coin enthusiasts, these errors are like little pieces of history, each telling a unique story about the minting process. Rare error coins like the 1970 penny are highly sought after because they're hard to find and represent a unique moment in coin production. It's not just about the metal or design. It's about having a piece of something that wasn't supposed to happen, making it a true collector's item. Now, you might be wondering if you have one of these valuable pennies sitting around at home. It's possible. Check any old piggy banks, change jars, or even those random coins in your car. If you find a 1970 penny, be sure to check for the D mint mark and look for signs of doubling. And if you think you found a valuable coin, it might be worth getting it professionally appraised or even graded by a third-party grading service. In summary, the 1970 Lincoln penny with a double die error is one of the most valuable pennies you could ever come across. If you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition, you could be looking at a life-changing amount of money. So, keep your eyes peeled for this tiny treasure because sometimes even a penny can be worth $1 million. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye out for more coin collecting tips and rare coin stories. We're diving into an unbelievable story about a simple penny that could be worth $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could make you a millionaire. This is all about the 2003 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, which has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts around the world. But how does an everyday coin get such a jaw-dropping value? Let's take a closer look. First, let's talk about what makes this penny so special. To most people, the 2003 Lincoln penny is just another coin in their pocket. However, there's one specific version of this coin that is highly sought after, and it's not just because it's old or rare, it's all about the unique features and condition that make collectors go wild. Now, what's the deal with the no mint mark? A mint mark is typically a small letter that indicates where a coin was minted or produced. Coins without mint marks usually come from the Philadelphia Mint. In the case of the 2003 Lincoln penny, some versions were made without a Mint mark, which adds a layer of interest to collectors, but a missing mint mark alone wouldn't push a coin's value to millions. So what's going on here? This is where condition and rarity come into play. When we talk about condition, we're talking about the coin's grade, which is determined by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service. Coins in pristine condition, meaning they have no visible wear, scratches, or blemishes, are graded higher the rarer, and better the condition the higher the value, especially if it's close to mint condition. Over time, some 2003 pennies have shown unusual features or minting errors. These include things like double die errors, where the image or text looks doubled, or other unique flaws caused during production. Collectors love these errors because they're rare, and they make the coin one of a kind. Imagine a penny with slight imperfections that wasn't supposed to look that way. It's like owning a piece of art that's one of a kind, and that's what gets collectors willing to pay huge sums. Now, why would someone pay up to $1.5 million for a penny like this? Well, it all comes down to rarity, demand, and the thrill of the chase. Just like art and antiques, rare coins become symbols of history, and people want to own them. Plus, there are serious coin collectors out there who will pay top dollar to add one-of-a-kind coins to their collection. If you're looking to see if you have a 2003 penny that might be worth more than 1 cent, there are a few steps you can take. First, inspect the penny closely for any unusual marks or double images. Next, check for that no mint mark, as well as any signs of error that might stand out. If you think you might have a rare penny, consider getting it professionally graded. Even if it doesn't hit the $1.5 million mark, it could still be worth far more than a penny. So the next time you're sorting through your change, take a second look at those pennies. It's amazing to think that a single penny could be worth enough to change your life. Just remember, the value of a coin comes from rarity, condition, and demand. And who knows, maybe that penny in your pocket could be a hidden gem worth millions. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed learning about valuable coins, please hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating coin discoveries. See you in the next video. We're talking about one of the most valuable pennies in circulation, the 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, which can be worth up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that might actually make you a millionaire. So let's break down what makes this coin so unique and why collectors are willing to pay such high prices. First, we need to understand the basics. The 1972 Lincoln penny is a classic U.S. 1-cent coin featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front. Most 1972 pennies were struck in Philadelphia, and coins from this mint don't have a mint mark. But not every 1972 penny is worth a fortune. So what's the key detail here? The secret lies in the doubling on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This type of doubling is known as a double die error, and it's what makes the 1972 Lincoln penny so valuable. If you look closely at a 1972 penny with this error, you'll notice a doubled image on the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1972. This doubling is most easily seen with a magnifying glass, especially on the letters and numbers around the edge. Now you might be wondering, why is this error so valuable? The answer comes down to rarity. Not all 1972 pennies have this doubling. In fact, most don't. Only a small percentage of coins from this year have this unique minting error, making them highly sought after by collectors. These coins are graded based on their condition. So if you have a 1972 penny with a clear double die and it's in pristine or near mint condition, you might have a small fortune in your pocket. So how much can this rare penny be worth? The value of a 1972 double die Lincoln penny can vary significantly. In circulated condition, meaning it has some wear and tear from being used, these coins can still be worth a few $100s. But in higher grades, like uncirculated or mint condition, the price can soar. That's where the $1 million mark comes in. The best preserved examples of this coin have been sold in auctions for prices reaching $1.6 million. If you're thinking about selling a 1972 double die Lincoln penny, it's essential to have it graded by a professional coin grading service. Grading can confirm that your penny is authentic and give it an official value based on its condition. Many top coin collectors and dealers only buy certified coins, so getting it graded is a crucial step if you want to sell for top dollar. Before you start searching through your change, remember that most 1972 pennies without a mint mark are just regular pennies worth 1 cent. The valuable ones are only those with the double die error on the obverse side. But if you do find one, don't overlook it. That small error could be your ticket to a life-changing amount of money. So, what are you waiting for? Go through those old jars of change, check the dates on your pennies, and who knows, you might just find a piece of history that's worth millions. We're going to talk about a very rare and valuable coin, the 1967 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. This specific penny has become one of the most sought-after coins in the world. You might be wondering, why is a penny from 1967, a year when pennies were still made in large numbers, worth so much? Well, the value of this penny can reach an astonishing $1.7 million, and here's why. First, let's start with the basics. In 1967, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies at its two main facilities, one in Philadelphia and one in Denver. Typically, each penny would have a mint mark on it, indicating where it was made. Pennies from the Philadelphia Mint were usually produced without a mint mark, while those from the Denver Mint would have the D mint mark. However, the 1967 penny that has no mint mark and is worth so much is one that came from the Philadelphia Mint but was made under unusual circumstances. Some of these coins were mistakenly struck without any mint mark, and this error makes them incredibly rare. Now, you might be wondering, how rare are they? Well, these coins were never supposed to exist in the first place. The Philadelphia Mint should have been marking all pennies with a P mint mark starting in the 1980s, but it's believed that a small batch of pennies from 1967, which should have been produced without any mark, accidentally slipped through production and became these unique, error coins. Collectors and numismatists alike value coins with such rare mistakes, and in recent years, the 1967 Lincoln penny without a mint mark has garnered attention from serious investors. Some are willing to pay incredible amounts of money to get their hands on one of these error pennies. What makes these pennies even more valuable is their condition. While most pennies from the era were well circulated, and thus show signs of wear, those that are in near mint or mint condition can fetch a higher price. Some of these coins have been graded as high as MS-65 or MS-67, meaning they have minimal wear and retain a lot of their original detail. If you ever come across a 1967 penny, it's important to check for the mint mark and the overall condition of the coin. A typical 1967 penny, with a D mint mark or from Philadelphia, will be worth only a few cents. But if you find one with no mint mark and it's in great condition, you might be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. It's not just about rarity. The story behind each coin is part of what makes these pieces so valuable. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for such errors, and with one of these 1967 pennies, you could have an extremely rare and valuable piece of U.S. history on your hands. In conclusion, while most pennies are only worth their face value, a 1967 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could potentially fetch up to $1.7 million, depending on its condition and whether it's verified as an authentic error coin. If you ever come across one, it's definitely worth getting it appraised by a professional coin grader. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune. We're diving into one of the rarest and most valuable coins you could come across, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Now, you may be wondering, why is a penny from 1977 worth $1.8 million? Well, you're in for a treat as we uncover the mystery behind this extraordinary coin. The 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that was struck without a mint mark, which is extremely unusual for pennies produced that year. Normally, every penny minted in 1977 would have either an D mint mark for Denver or an S mint mark for San Francisco. But this particular coin, this rare find, was minted without any mint mark at all. It's important to note that the United States Mint is supposed to put a mint mark on coins to indicate where they were made. So, when a penny shows up without one, it raises a lot of questions. Experts believe this coin was the result of a minting error. The most likely explanation is that the minting process failed to place the mint mark on the coin. It could have been due to a mistake in the die or some other error during production. Whatever the case, it resulted in a one-of-a-kind penny that quickly gained the attention of coin collectors and experts. You're probably asking, why is this penny worth a whopping $1.8 million? Well, the value is due to the rarity of the coin and the fact that it was an unintentional mistake. There are very few known examples of coins with minting errors, and this particular penny is among the most valuable because of its unique characteristics. When a coin is as rare as this one, collectors will pay a premium for it. And because there are so few of these 1977 no mint mark Lincoln pennies in existence, the price can skyrocket, especially when it's in pristine condition. The coin was discovered by a lucky collector who noticed something was off about a 1977 penny they had. After having the penny authenticated by a professional, the true value of the coin became clear. Since then, it's been sought after by collectors, coin enthusiasts, and investors alike. This single coin changed the landscape of rare penny collecting forever. If you think you have one of these pennies in your collection, here's how to identify it. First, check the obverse of the coin. This is the side with Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Look closely for any mint marks. A 1977 penny that doesn't have the D or S mint mark on the front is the one you're looking for. Next, make sure the penny doesn't have any signs of damage. The value of such a rare coin would dramatically decrease if it has been bent, scratched, or worn down. Coins in great condition with no mint mark are the ones that fetch the highest prices. If you think you might have a 1977 no mint mark penny, you should take it to a professional coin dealer or a certified numismatist. They can authenticate the coin and determine its true value. Many people have had their rare finds auctioned off through reputable auction houses, where they can reach their full potential price. Be prepared for a bidding war, though. Serious collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare coins like this, and the competition can drive the price up significantly. So, in conclusion, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most sought after and valuable pennies in the world, with a potential value of up to $1.8 million. Its rarity, combined with the story behind its minting error, makes it an iconic piece of American coinage history. If you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys a good treasure hunt, keep an eye out for these rare errors. You never know what might be hiding in your spare change. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable penny, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And if you have any questions or you've found a rare coin yourself, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you.